Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the video series History of English Literature. This is the fifth video of the video series. I have already discussed Anglo-Saxon period, Anglo-Norman period, Age of Chaucer and Age of Revival. And today I'm going to discuss one of the most important period of British literature, that is Elizabethan period. In 1558, Elizabeth I succeeded her half-sister Mary and became the Queen of England. Her reign from 1558 to 1603 is known as Elizabethan period. The Queen Elizabeth is known as Virgin Queen because she never married. So as usual, at first we will see the historical background of the age, then we will discuss the literature produced in this age. So let us see the historical background. Religious settlement. Elizabeth herself was Protestant and she restored Protestantism in England. But she was not hostile to the Catholics. She allowed both Catholics and Protestants to live in peace. The second most important event of this period was Renaissance. In Queen Elizabeth's reign, Renaissance came to England. People started to read and got inspired from Greek and Roman literature. And now, what is Renaissance and how Renaissance came to England? I have already discussed in the video what is Renaissance. I have given the link in the description box. Please check it out. So now I am not discussing Renaissance in detail. Humanism. As a result of Renaissance, people started to focus on humanism. Humanism is dignity of man as a man. Humanity believes life should be centered upon the human values and reason and should not be centered around church and its regulations. So before Renaissance, church was the supreme authority in England. People's life was centered around church. After Renaissance, people started to give importance on human as the finest creation of the world. It gave birth to the individuality. And next, Spanish Armada. In 1588, Philip II of Spain sent a powerful fleet to invade England. But English soldiers defeated them and England became the most powerful country. Expansions. Many voyagers traveled to various corners of the world in search of gold. This is the era when colonization started. And in this time, East India Company was also founded. So now let us see the literary works produced in this age. At first we will see the poems. Sonnet was the most popular form of poetry at that time. Henry Howard and Thomas Watt contributed a lot to blank verse and sonnets. One of the most prominent figures of this age was Edmund Spenser. He wrote Shepherd's Calendar. It was published in 1579. He dedicated this work to Sir Philip Sidney. It was a series of pastoral eclogues for every month in a year. So it has 12 parts as there are 12 months in one year. Fairy Queen is the most famous work of Spenser. It is divided in 6 books. Here the character Gloriana represents Queen Elizabeth. Please remember this. In this work, Spenserian stanza was used for the first time. Rhyme scheme of the Spenserian stanza is AB AB, BC BC, C. He also wrote a sonnet sequence named Amoretti. It has 89 sonnets. He also wrote two marriage hymns. First one is Epithalamion. It was written in his own marriage with Elizabeth Boyle. And the second one is Prothalamion. It was written in the honor of double marriage of two princesses, Lady Elizabeth and Lady Catherine Somerset. He also wrote a elegy when Sidney died. The name of the elegy is Astrophel. Now, Philip Sidney wrote a sonnet sequence named Astrophel and Stella. From that, he wrote Astrophel. William Shakespeare also wrote 154 sonnets. It was published in 1609 by Thomas Thorpe. His first 126 sonnets were addressed to a young man, and his last 28 sonnets were addressed to a dark lady. He dedicated his all sonnets to Mr. W.H. Rhyme scheme of Shakespearean sonnets are AB AB, CD CD, EF EF, GG. His two famous long narrative poems are Venus and Adonis and Rape of Lucrece. Now let us see Sir Philip Sidney. He wrote a sonnet sequence named Astrophel and Stella. It has 108 sonnets and 11 songs. He also wrote a pastoral romance named Arcadia. Apology for Poetry is his critical work written as a response to Stephen Gassa. Now let us see the most important genre of Elizabethan period, that is drama. English tragedy was heavily influenced by Latin dramatist Seneca. Gorboduc was the first English tragedy. It was written by Thomas Norton and Thomas Sackville. Ralph Roister Doister, written by Nicholas Ewell, was the first English comedy. University wits. Before Shakespeare, university wits contributed largely to the Elizabethan drama. University wits is said to be the first professional writers group who took writing as career. Members of university wits are Christopher Marlowe, John Lilly, George Peele, Robert Greene, Thomas Nash, Thomas Lodge, and Thomas Kidd. Among them, Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, and Thomas Nash took education from Cambridge, and John Lilly, George Peele, and Thomas Lodge took education from Oxford, and Thomas Kidd did not go either Oxford or Cambridge. In next video, I will discuss university weights in detail. So now in today's video, I am not discussing university weights in detail because of the time crunch. Now let us see the most famous person of Elizabethan period, that is William Shakespeare. He wrote 37 plays. Some of his famous tragedies are Macbeth, Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, Tempest, etc. And some of his famous comedies are As You Like It, Twelfth Night, Merchant of Venice, etc. So you know William Shakespeare is how much important for an English literature student. So it will be injustice if I discuss Shakespeare in such a short time period. So I will make a different video on William Shakespeare also. So in this video I am not going in detailed description about him. Now let us see the major theatres of Elizabethan period. The Theatre, Curtain, Rose, Swan, Globe, and Blackfriars are some of the major theatres of Elizabethan period. Remember that Shakespeare was a shareholder of the Theatre Globe and Blackfriars. Now let us see the prose written in this age. Francis Bacon was the most famous prose writer of this age. He wrote essays. It was first published in 1597. He also wrote The Advancement of Learning and The New Atlantis. Sir Philip Sidney's Arcadia and Apology for Poetry also fall under prose writing. Thomas Lodge, among the university waits, wrote Rosalind. It inspired Shakespeare to write As You Like It. Thomas Nash wrote The Unfortunate Traveller. It was the forerunner of Pickersgill novel. So that's all about Elizabethan period. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please like, comment and share with your friends, and please subscribe my channel to get the whole video series about history of English literature. Thank you.